Friends, now we are going to start very important chapter, that is TDS and TCS. Very important chapter for exam point of view. Once upon a time they asked almost all 23 marks out of this chapter. 23 marks. That kind of very important chapter, very lengthy chapter. Now also we can expect minimum 6 marks. Compulsory chapter. Very lengthy chapter. Lot of memory space also required. Okay. And so many case laws, so many important points. How it is important, you know. Tomorrow once you qualified, before your desk, your family photo will be there. And next to family photo, TDS tax rate chart is there. Yes or no? So that kind of very important topic. I need your participation. Comrades, ready? I will explain the first section. In the first section, I will tell you 90% of common points. 90% of common points I will explain in the first topic itself, so that you will have the cakewalk. No need to spend time on memory things. Simply you have to spend the time on case laws and logical points. Okay now? Chalo. I will assume that you don't know anything about this chapter and I will start from the scratch. Comrades, please follow. We are discussing the chapter called as TDS. TDS full form. What is that? Tax deducted at source. I repeat, tax deducted at source. What is this? Please follow. First one, payment of tax. I repeat, payment of tax. In Income Tax Act, what are the ways of payment of tax? One is a direct approach. One is direct way of payment of tax. I am not telling direct tax. I am telling direct way of payment of tax. That is nothing but section number 191. I repeat, section number 191. So that is direct way of payment of tax. What is the direct way? There are two things. First one is called as advance tax. I repeat, advance tax. Common sense ma, who will pay the advance tax? Tell me. Answer, ourselves. Correct? Ourselves only, no. See the word payment of tax. That is section number 190. Babu, there are two possibilities. One is direct payment of tax. 191. What is that? You know, I only will go to bank. I only create government account. That means I only deposit the money in the government account. That is nothing but direct payment of tax. There are two ways. One is all of you advance tax. Second one is self-assessment tax. Wait, what is advance tax? Now, every year I will assess what is my income. So, that tax liability also I will calculate. That amount I will pay in advance. Correct? Yes. Yearly how many times I will pay? 4 times. That is called as advance tax. In one famous Telugu movie, Ready. Now, in that, hero Brahmanandam is a chartered accountant. Correct? He will ask one question. Hero, article student, hero also. Now, second hero is there now, Ram. He is the article student. That first hero, Brahmanandam, will ask, Re, Manish anevadu ennisal tax pay chestadu? Then he will reply, Maya, four times. Yes or no? Then he replied, Brahmanandam replied, Nenu Yadval cheta nelakosari pay chepistana ani cheptadu. Yes or no? That is not advance tax, that is Brahmi tax, that is different. But advance tax, we need to go and we need to pay, that is only 4 times. That is advance tax, direct way of payment of tax. Next, SAT, self-assessment tax. Come again, self-assessment tax. At the time of filing of income tax return, I need to calculate and I need to pay. That is called as SAT, self-assessment tax. What is self-assessment? Everybody know. Example, I will speak in your language. Now, once exam completed, now accounts exam, FR exam completed. So, last bench, you sat in the last bench, you want to come to the invigilator table and you want to hand over the paper. While coming itself, you will calculate how many marks I may get. Yes or no? Ade self-assessment. Same way, while submitting the income tax return, you also will calculate and you will pay. That is also self-assessment tax. You will pay at your end. Correct? These are called as direct payment of tax. Come again. Direct payment of tax. Next. Other option is there. Indirect payment of tax. We will not pay. Someone will pay on behalf of us. That is nothing but TDS and TCS. My amount only, but I will not pay. Someone will deduct and someone will remain. That is called as tax deducted at source or TCS, tax collected at source. that is nothing but section number 192 to 196D. I repeat, section 192 to section 196D. That is called as TDS and TCS. Chalo. Clear? Yeah. Now, I would like to cover some common points. Please follow. If you learn these common points, you will have cakewalk. That means all other topics easily you can answer. Okay na? Chalo. Ready, start. Number one, ma'am, you. I said TDS rate 10%. What does it mean? Only 10%. Or 10% plus surcharge plus health and education cess? That is the question. So my direct question is whether it is subject to TDS and subject to surcharge and subject to health and education cess? Yes or no? That is the question. Cool. I will tell you the answer. Before going into this, I would like to take one general example. Please follow. In villages, what happened? Some people will have the breakfast. After that, suppose Rangamatta hotel, they will have the breakfast and they will say, Atta, please rasko an cheptaru. Okay, please note it down. Means they will not pay. Correct? Yes. Suppose one day our friend first time he came from city to that particular village, he also had lunch, that breakfast, and he also asked her to write something. Endi rasedi? No, you have to pay or not? Yes. Whenever you are an outsider, you have to pay full amount. Correct? Same logic here also. Whenever you are a non-resident, I repeat, whenever you are a non-resident, I need to collect everything. Correct na? That is the reason. In case of TDS rates applicable to non-resident, what happened? No, the TDS rate plus surcharge if applicable plus health and education cess. Here and onwards, remember and take it for granted, whenever non-resident topic has come with respect to TDS, the TDS rate must include surcharge, must include health and education cess. Correct? If I say 10%, sorry, not 10% for non-resident, 10 plus surcharge plus health and education cess. Sir, examiner not mentioned. So what? That is mandatory. Correct, sir? Chalo. What about residents? Babu, in residence also two people. One is salaried employees, one is other than salaried employee. Now tell me, salaried employee, they will never ever pay tax different times. After all, one time only they will pay. Yes or no? That is the reason in case of salaried employees also, while deducting TDS, compulsory, the TDS rate must include surcharge, must include health and education cess. For whom? Salaried employees. Correct? Okay na? Why, sir? Some people question mark face. Why? Simple. After all, you are a salaried employee. You don't have any other income. Correct? Morning 9 to 5, you will work in my organization. I will pay salary. Again and again, you won't pay the tax. You won't pay advance tax. Nothing. Correct? Yes or no? That is the reason I only will deduct entire amount. Okay? No pending. Full amount I will deduct. Full means what is the rate plus surcharge if applicable plus health and education cess. Correct? So that entire tax has remitted on behalf of you. Correct? Na? In future, you don't need to pay anything out of your pocket. You may file nil return. Yes or no? Yes. Chalo. Next and last, other than salaried employee residents. What is the answer? Tax rate means only tax rate. Surcharge don't consider. Health and education cess don't consider. Got the point? Now tell me, if I say TDS rate, certain amount, certain figure, what is the answer? Surcharge and health and education cess applicable or not applicable? I will ask the person's name, tell me whether applicable or not. Non-residents? Applicable. Resident salaried employee? Applicable. Non-resident salaried employee? Non-resident other than, why you are waiting? Say applicable. Non-residents? Applicable. Resident salaried employee? Applicable. Resident non-salaried employee? That's all. Clear, sir? See the first one, payment of tax, section 190. In income tax, how many ways? Two, direct, indirect. Direct, I am not telling DT, IDT. I am telling mode of payment. First one, direct pay. I only will go and pay advance tax, self-assessment tax. Indirect tax, indirect way of tax. What is that? TDS and TCS. What is the range of the section for that? 192 to 196D. Clear, sir? Comrades. Chalo. Next common topics. TDS rate Applicability of surcharge and health and education cess. Resident salaried employee. Yes. TDS plus surcharge plus health and education cess. Other than salaried employee. Sorry, only TDS rate. Next one, non-resident. Yes. TDS plus surcharge plus health and education cess. Correct? Everyone? Yes. Next. GST portion. Whether GST portion is subject to TDS or not, that is the question. I will ask the question follow. There is one company called as Reliance Industry. I am the chartered accountant in practice. So myself, I am the auditor. For that purpose, they only paid the money. They only paid the money. That means they are called as dash payer. I am called as payee. For your information, the person who paid the amount is called as payer. To whom it is paid is called as payee. Correct? Yes. There are so many that kind of words. Okay, ready, start. Offerer. Tell me the counter word. Offerer, donor, proposer, payer, banker. Banky not there. Customer. Sorry, banky and these kind of words don't invent. Here, payer and payee is there. You know how much is the amount? 100 lakh. That too, audit is subject to GST or not? Yes. Let us say GST 20 lakh. Total how much? 120 lakh. Listen, Mukesh Ambani will pay 120 lakh to me. I have to keep 100 lakh with me and 20 lakh I have to remit to government in the form of GST. Yes or no? Wait. When payer is making the payment, payer has to deduct the tax at source or not? Yes. 194J, 10%. Common sense ma. 10% on 100, 10% on 120. 100, 120. And you want to say that GST portion is not subject to TDS. Yes or no? I am telling that GST portion also subject to TDS. Who will say yes? Who will say no? Tell me. GST portion is subject to TDS. Yes or no? Yes. Raise your hands. Very good. 1, 2. Very good. No, raise your hands. Very good. Tell me, sir, why it is yes? Okay, I am telling the answer. Always GST portion is not subject to TDS. There is a government circular. Oh, beneficial circular, no. Can I follow or not? Yes, enjoy. So, always try to remember GST portion is not subject to TDS. Now, I need to deduct TDS on 100 or 120 or 20 or 100. But wait, sometimes GST amount also may subject to TDS. When I only did the audit and I only asked Mukesh Ambani pay my audit bill. How much? That is 120 lakh total. I repaid 120 lakh total. But joke, the 120 lakh consisting of my GST portion 20 lakh also, but I have not mentioned in the invoice. Mukesh Ambani also remitted the same. Tell me, now TDS applicable on 100 or 120? Answer 120. Clear, sir? But this is wrong concept. The reason is compulsory as for GST provisions, you have to segregate GST portion and other bill portion separately. Correct? Yes. Suppose if you do that mistake, then obviously they will deduct on entire amount. But practically not like that. If I ask, sir, pay 120. If I raise the unique bill for that, immediately Mukesh Ambani will ask me, hey, change the bill and send me again. Correct? Yes. So anyhow, follow the concept. GST portion is not subject to TDS. Clear, sir? Everyone? Chalo, next. Another example. Follow. I am the auditor. Mukesh Ambani, Reliance Industry is the auditee. Okay. They are paying my bill. That is 100 lakh audit fees. That too, reimbursement of expenditure. You know what? Reimbursement of expenditure 10 lakh. You know what? I only will stay in hotel. I only will go in my cab. But I will ask the extra money to pay. Called as audit expenses. That has to be reimbursed by Mukesh Ambani. Total how much? 110. Now anybody tell me. Now TDS is applicable on 100 or 10 or 110. 100 or 10 or 110. Raise your hands. 110. నథింగ్ రాంగ్. సే ద ఆన్సర్. పార్టిసిపేట్ ఇన్ ద డిస్కషన్. మా అయితే రాంగ్ అవుతుంది. వాట్ హ్యాపెన్? నథింగ్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్, రైట్? వెరీ గుడ్. 100. రైజ్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్. వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్. వై 100? Excellent. 10 lakh is not income. After all, reimbursement of expenditure. Yes or no? I only will stay in hotel. I only will pay bill out of my pocket. The bill I will present to Mr. Mukesh. Babu, hotel bill, food, travel bill, flight charges, all together 10 lakh per annum. Pay. That is not my income. Cost to cost basis only I will take. Correct? Yes or no? Yes. So, moral of the story, reimbursement of expenditure is not subject to TDS. Clear, sir? But sometimes what happen? Our accountant will send the invoice directly for 110 lakh. Directly for 110 lakh. Too much, ma. When you send for 110 lakh, now TDS is applicable on what? 110. Correct? Because Mukesh Ambani, they don't know about tax portion. Yes or no? Moral of the story, compulsory you have to show reimbursement of expenditure portion separately in the bill. Correct? By mistake, if you have not shown, obviously entire amount is subject to TDS. Now all of you see this one. GST portion, if shown separately, TDS applicable or not applicable? Not applicable. Suppose not shown separately, applicable or not? Yes. Yes. On entire amount or not? Yes. But generally they will show separately. Yes or no? Yes. Follow. Next one, reimbursement of expenditure. Same answer. If shown separately, no TDS. Not shown separately, come on, TDS applicable on entire amount or not? Yes. Next one, exemption. In TDS we will say exemption. This much, that much. Exemption. What is the exemption meaning? Suppose I said up to 10,000 exemption. That means over and above is subject to TDS or entire is subject to TDS? Entire over and above na? అక్కడ కనిపిస్తుంది అదా ఆన్సర్? వెరీ సింపుల్, ప్లీజ్ ఫాలో. బెల్ బేసిక్ ఎగ్జామ్షన్ లిమిట్, థ్రెషోల్డ్ లిమిట్. దిస్ ఈస్ వన్ కేటగిరీ. దట్ మీన్స్ అప్ టు దట్ అమౌంట్ నాట్ అట్ ఆల్ taxable, ఓవర్ అండ్ అబోవ్ ఓన్లీ taxable. ఓకేనా? But in some cases, like these kind of exemption, TDS exemptions, no. Up to that amount not subject to TDS. Once it is exceeded, the entire amount is subject to TDS. So TDS exemptions only up to that level only not taxable. Up to that level. Okay. If it is exceeded, fully taxable. See the word exemption. Up to exemption amount, no TDS. Above exemption amount, entire amount is subject to TDS. For whom? TDS provisions, not for Bell. In case of basic exemption limit, you know, my income 2,60,000, up to 2,50,000 not taxable. Balance 10,000 only taxable. Yes or no? Everyone? Yes. Chalo. Next. Another topic, not subject, be active. Okay? Fine. In Telugu film industries, one hero, for example, Mahesh Babu hero, producer, suppose Sitara Entertainments producer, okay, fine. So they agreed remuneration, let us say 100 crores for the movie Brahmotshavam, okay na? Fine. Now what happened? 100 crores they have to pay as a remuneration to Mahesh Babu. Now the movie released, they also deducted TDS 10%, that means 10 crore. Balance paid to Mr. Mahesh Babu, how much? 90 crore. So cinema got released, utter flop. What Sitara Entertainment producer will do? He will switch off the phone, he will keep quiet. Correct? He will never ever pay that 10 lakh to government, 10 crore to government. Yes, in Telugu film industry this is the common thing. No one will pay the TDS because cinema failure, no. Come on. Yes. మీరు అనొచ్చు, మన ఫ్రెండ్ అనొచ్చు, సార్ యాజ్ ఫర్ సుప్రీంకోర్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు పే కదా. కరెక్టే, కానీ ఈజ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇన్ ఫైనాన్షియల్ ఇష్యూస్. కరెక్ట్ నా? ఈ విల్ నాట్ పే. నౌ హూ విల్ గెట్ ద నోటీస్? మహేషా సితారా? మహేష్. Mahesh will get the notice. Babu, I heard your income is 100 crore, but you offered only 90 crore. Why? Then what is the answer? Who is responsible to pay TDS? Who is responsible to pay interest? That is my question. Means payer deducted but not remitted. Payer deducted but not remitted. You may ask that doubt. Sir, he deducted means he has to pay kada. Yes, he has to, but he has not paid. What is the answer? My question, who is responsible to pay now? Payera payna. Payera payna. Sitara or Mahesh? Answer, no. Sitaram only. Because he deducted, no. Yes or no? It మళ్ళీ పే చేస్తారా? will you pay second time? సార్ అసలు ఫస్ట్ టైమే పే చేయలేదు కదా. నో, యా, ఆల్రెడీ డిడక్టెడ్ ఆర్ నాట్, బట్ ప్రొవైడెడ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు షో ద ప్రూఫ్. సార్ వీ అగ్రీడ్ ఫర్ రెమ్యునరేషన్ 100 crore. He paid only 90 crore. Balance 10 crore he deducted, but not remitted. Like that you have to prove. Then who has to pay? Sitara Entertainments. Correct, huh? Chalo. But only Telugu film industry problem. They don't have these kind of documents. Yes or no? They will have off the record documents. And all are black transactions. That is the reason the issues has come. Anyhow, leave it. Subject is subject. Payer, deducted but not remitted. Then who is responsible to pay? Who is responsible to pay interest? Interest, payer. Why? Because that is his fault. Correct, huh? Babu, it is possible only if pay is admitted the proper evidences. Correct, na? Reverse. Chalo. Second point. Other point. One day, one villager, first time he came to city, he did movie with one fellow, Pawan Kalyan. Remuneration, they agreed remuneration 100 crore. They did the shooting and they released the film. Unfortunately or fortunately, the movie blockbuster hit. Okay, fine. But by mistake, what happened? Mr. X, he paid 100 crores by mistake. He don't know about this kind of TDS, TCS and all, he don't know. He paid 100 crores. Tell me. Payer neither deducted nor remitted. I repeat, payer neither deducted nor remitted. Now, whose responsibility to pay TDS now? X or PK na? Okay, payera payna. Payera payna. Raise your hands. Payer. Who's responsible to pay TDS? Payer. Very good. Next, payee. Answer is payee. Because, wait, payer deducted or not deducted? Then, hey payee, you can pay. Payee, you can pay. Nana Pawan Kalyan, you can pay. Then immediately Pawan Kalyan will say, Sir, TDS అనేది పేరు కదా, పే చేయాలి. How I can pay? అదే నీ ప్రాబ్లం. డూ వన్ థింగ్, పే అండర్ సెక్షన్ 191. పే అండర్ సెక్షన్ 191. వాట్ ఈస్ దాట్? డైరెక్ట్ వే ఆఫ్ పేమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ట్యాక్స్. అడ్వాన్స్ ట్యాక్స్ ఆర్ సెల్ఫ్ అసెస్మెంట్ ట్యాక్స్. కరెక్టా? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? You should get the doubt. Sir, why you changed the answer in this example? Simple. Payer deducted or not deducted? Not deducted. Obviously, who has to pay? Pay. But my doubt, who is liable to pay interest? Who is liable to pay interest? Here. Payera payna. Because delay happened, no? TDS must be deducted but not deducted. Who has to pay interest? పేరా పేయినా? నాకు పే అని వినిపిస్తుంది కానీ అర్రా ఈనా వినపడట్లా. రైజ్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్. పేయర్. వెరీ గుడ్. డౌన్. పేయి. ఆన్సర్ పేయర్ ఓన్లీ. వై సార్? వెయిట్. హూజ్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ? పేయర్. హూ డిడ్ ద మిస్టేక్? లెట్ హిమ్ పే ద ఇంట్రెస్ట్. దట్స్ ఆల్. Every batch one student come in the break and ask, Sir, పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ ట్యాక్స్ పే చేస్తుంటే ఎక్స్ అనేవాడు ఎలా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ పే చేస్తారని అడుగుతారు. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? అవన్నీ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటివ్ ఇష్యూస్. మీరు పే చేయాలి కానీ గవర్నమెంట్ తీసుకుంటుంది, అది పెద్ద ఇష్యూ కాదు. ఫాలో ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఫస్ట్. అండర్స్టూడ్? See the provision. Payer is responsible to deduct TDS. Payer fails to deduct and fails to remit. Neither deducted nor remitted. Tell me, what is the answer? Who is responsible to pay? Payee. Sir, don't by heart, don't try to remember, just follow the logic. I am the payer, you are the payee. By mistake I paid entire amount. Knowingly or unknowingly I paid entire amount. What is the answer? You have to pay tax at your end, but not TDS. You have to pay direct way of payment of tax. Clear? But it is my mistake, so I have to pay interest. Clear, sir? See the word. Payer fails to pay TDS and fails to remit TDS. Who is responsibility to pay the tax? Payee. Who is responsible to pay interest? Payer. Clear, sir? Next question. Payer has deducted but not remitted. Deducted but not remitted. Who is responsible to pay? Example, myself. I need to pay money to you. I paid with the deduction of tax at source. Then what is your assumption? He deducted kada, he will remit. But I have not remitted. I have not remitted. And tell me, when I have not remitted, will you pay again? No. You will intimate to department. Sir, tax portion already deducted. Provided you must have agreement, proof, everything. Correct, na? Then, who is responsible to pay? Payer. Who is responsible to pay interest? Payer. Clear, sir? Chalo, that's all. Next one. Exempted source of income. I repeat, exempted source of income. TDS applicable or not applicable? Answer, not applicable. No TDS on exempted source of income. Example, agriculture. Very good. Another example, our friend Dhanusha, Dheeraj marriage. Today we want to give the gift. Gift received on occasion of marriage, taxable or exempt? Exempt. So we are giving 1 crore gift. So he is also waiting anamata. But we have given only 70 lakh. He asked, sir, why, sir? The TDS. Answer, sir, this income is exempted. How you can deduct TDS? Tell me, whenever it is exempted, what is the answer? Taxable or not taxable? Come on, taxable or not taxable? Answer, not at all taxable. Okay, na? Chalo, that's all. So for your information, whenever the income is exempted, then there is no question of TDS. Clear, sir? So don't think that every payment is subject to TDS. Don't think like that. Okay, na? Only exempted incomes are not at all subject to TDS. If it is specified in the act, then only TDS applicable. Otherwise, no TDS. Correct, sir? Chalo, next point. Enough. So these are the some common points. Now we wanted to start the regular topic. That is first one I want to cover. That is section number 192. Very important. First section, comrades, please follow. TDS and TCS chapter we are going to start. Out of that, first section is 192. That is TDS on payment of salary. Come again. TDS on payment of salary. Ready? Chalo. So I would like to take one illustration so that you will understand this point. Okay? Ready? Follow. Number 1. Tomorrow you qualified and you got the job with one company. That company, tell me which company you want to work. Tell me. Google. Tell me. So one company is there, ITC. You are working with company called ITC, or else ITC, very good company, or else timing purpose good company is Dr. Reddy's. In Dr. Reddy Labs, if you are working accountant as an accountant, at 5:30 you can leave. Best of my knowledge, only accountants of or chartered accountants or who are the employees of Dr. Reddy's only may leave the office at 5 o'clock. Other offices you can try to leave the organization at 8, but you will leave at 9 only. Okay, fine. Anyhow, leave it. You are working with one company called as Reliance Industry. Your name is Mr. X. So they are called as payer. You are called as payee. They are paying salary to you. Come again. Salary. Already start. Section number 192. TDS on payment of salary. Salary payments are subject to TDS under section 192. I will ask the question, try to answer. In this example only, please try to the answer. Payer. Who are the payer? Very good. Reliance. Here Reliance is what? Company. Reliance is the company. Correct. A payer, correct, a company. My question, who can be a payer generally? Company, firm, all SSCs. All SS. Because you can do the job with anyone. Yes or no? Yes. That's all. Suppose I am the thief, but I need one assistant. I appointed you as assistant. While paying salary, I need to deduct TDS or not? Answer yes. I know your doubt. Sir, thief, how you can deduct? So what? Salary only, no. Sir, legality. Legality is not required for taxation purpose. Correct? In one cinema, one beggar will appoint junior beggar, right? He will open the diary and say, today is the anniversary of someone else. Please go and take 2 tiffins and bring it one for me. Like that. Tell me, I will pay salary also. TDS applicable or not? Yes. Babu, applicable. Sir, you are a beggar. How you can deduct? Am I paying salary or not? Then applicable. My intention is it is applicable to all SSCs. Sir, individual. So what? Yeah, you have to deduct. Understood? I mean it. All SSCs. Payee. Who? In this example, X. X means individual. Can I say all SSCs? Yeah. Why? Who will do job? Yeah. Individual. Okay, na? Sophia also will do job. You know Sophia? Who? Android robo. Correct? Yes. So Chitti also will do job. For them, salary not required. Keep the charging ante. So moral of the story, natural human beings only will do. Correct? Don't say all SCs. But here important point, residents covered, non-resident also covered. TDS provisions all are not applicable to non-resident. For non-resident, separate set of TDS provisions are there. But salary 192 is applicable for non-resident also. Okay, na? Yeah. Chalo. Payer, payee. Next one, tax rate. Tax rates very simple. 5, 20, 30%. Come again. 5, 20, 30. Student doubt. Sir, how I can deduct all? Sorry then. Average rate. Average rate of 5, 20, 30. Sir, confusion. No confusion. Wait. You are my employee. Your salary 50,000 per month. 50,000 per month means 6 lakh. That your age is less than 60 years. The basic exemption limit 2.5. Correct? What I will do? I will calculate tax up to 2.50, 2.52 like this. I will calculate total tax divided by total income. Then I will get the average rate kada. That's all. Indirectly, average rate of 5, 20, 30. Yes or no? Yes. Next. Sorry, is there any exemption? Yes, exemption is there. What? 2 lakh 50. In some cases 3 lakh. In some cases 5 lakh. Sorry, you are telling individual tax rates. Your payee is also individual. Then same rates. Correct? Sir, how? Suppose you are office boy. Your salary only 15,000 per month. 15 12s are 1 lakh 80. Correct? 1 lakh 80. Sorry, no TDS. No, sir, promotion. 20,000 salary. Oh, 20, 20 into 12. 2 lakh 40. No TDS. No, sir, 30,000 my salary. 30 into 12. 3 lakh 60. TDS applicable? Yes. Okay, na? Rebate, if it is there, compute. Consider the rebate. Okay kada? Yes. Chalo. Student should get the doubt. If you are doing articles in Big Four, anybody is doing? If you do articles in Big Four, if you call it, generally their stipend is sometime 30,000 also. You know this? Yes. If you clear group 1 or group 2, final groups if you clear, you will get 30,000 stipend. Yes. During articles only. During articles only. Tell me, what is the answer? TDS applicable or not? No, because that income is not at all taxable. The moment article tenure completed, next month onwards taxable. ఓకేనా అలా నీ సార్ 4 years ఆర్టికల్స్ చేస్తానని చెప్పొద్దు. ఓకే ఫైన్ చలో అండ్ టెల్ మీ వాట్ ఈస్ ద సెక్షన్ 192 హెడింగ్ టీడీఎస్ ఆన్ పేమెంట్ ఆన్ సాలరీ పేయర్ ఆల్ ఎస్టీస్ పేయి ఇండివిజువల్ ట్యాక్స్ రేట్ యావరేజ్ రేట్ ఆఫ్ 5 20 30 ఎగ్జంప్షన్ 2.5 3 5 lakh. ఓకేనా చలో time of deduction. I repeat, time of deduction. When we need to deduct? Answer, payment. Only at the time of payment. Sir, confusion. No confusion, Nana. The moment when you are paying salary, that time you have to deduct. While paying, deduct. That's sir, what does it mean? Whenever you are making the payment, I repeat, whenever you are making the payment, that time only you have to deduct. Sometimes because of financial reasons I could not make the payment immediately. Don't worry, don't deduct now. So then when I need to deduct? When the actual payment is made. Kingfisher Airlines, they are not paying salary. No need to pay TDS. TDS must be paid on what basis? Payment basis. Not for all. For only few sections. Out of that, one of the section is 192. Because of financial issues, I paid this month's salary, February month's salary in the April month. I need to deduct April. Clear? Time of deduction, payment basis. No payment of salary, no TDS. Time of remittance. Come again. Time of remittance. What is the meaning of time of remittance? When the deducted amount has to pay to government. I repeat, when the deducted amount has to pay to government. Answer, generally 7th of the next month. That's not generally, unique answer. 7th of the next month. Sir, confusion. Wait, this is January month. So today 30th January, 31st January, then I called you and said, ma'am, this month's salary, take it, 50,000. For example, 5,000 is the TDS. Then I will deduct 5 and I will give 45. Correct? This 5,000 I will pay to government not immediately. I can pay on or before 7th of next month. 7th of next month means 7th February. Correct? Chalo. Okay na sir? One small change. This is June month. June month salary I have not paid in June. I paid in September. Why? I don't have funds. Tell me, when I need to deduct? September. Correct? When I need to remit? 7th October. Correct? Chalo. With this, time of remittance also over. But wait, I am not Reliance Industry employee. I am railway employee. Government employee. Okay. Government, they will remit on the same day. Suppose railway minister call me, Nana, your salary 50,000, no? Take 45, 5,000 tax. So immediately the 5,000 will remit to government on the same day. He will not keep in his pocket. Okay, na? With this, many points over. Number 1, 192, salary. 3 days on salary. Payer, all. Payee, individual. Tax rate, average rate of 5, 20, 30. Exemption 2.535. Time of deduction, payment. Time of remittance, government on the same day. If the payer is government, on the same day. If the payer is non-government, 7th of the next month. Correct, ah? Chalo, next. Everyone. TDS certificate. Listen carefully, follow. Your salary 6 lakh. Tax amount, let us assume 60,000. Balance is 5 lakh 40. So you have received 5 lakh 40 literally. Correct, huh? But some of your relatives asked you, Babu, what is your salary? What do you say? 6 or 5.4? 6. In return also you will offer 6 kada. On that tax you will calculate, that is also 60,000 kada. Less TDS. Will you pay again? No. You will write less TDS. Again you will pay? No. Then what is the proof? For that purpose, you pay. You have to ask me. You have to ask the payer. Sir, that day you deducted my tax kada. Give me the proof, sir. Then I will give TDS certificate in form number 1616. Signed by the payer, employer. Okay? Chalo. What is the TDS certificate? Form number 16. With this, general points are over. Single point also will not be asked in exam. In IBC's level, they will test the memory. Final level, they will not test memory. They will ask only case laws. Okay, so first anyhow, we need to complete this one also here. And tell me, 192, TDS on payment of salary. Payer, all essays. Payee, individual. Being resident, non-resident. Tax rate, average rate of 5, 20, 30. Exemption limit 2.5, 3, 5 lakh. Time of deduction, payment basis. Time of remittance 2. Government on the same day, non-government on or before 7th of the next month. TDS certificate, form number 16. One more point. Lower rate of tax. Lower rate of tax. What is that? Wait. You are salaried employee. Your salary 4 lakh. Only 4 lakh. TDS applicable. Yes. Rebate and all ignore ya. TDS applicable. Yes. But what happened? You have house property loss also. You have house property loss. How much? 2 lakh. If I adjust the 2 lakh against this 4 lakh, your net amount how much? 2 lakh. TDS applicable generally? No. No. But he told me, sir, I have that loss, this loss. Baba, I don't know all. Don't tell the stories. Inform to assessing officer. Inform to assessing officer. Then assessing officer will give the permission for lower deduction of TDS or nil deduction of TDS. I will not decide. Who will decide? Assessing officer. That's all. So, my direct question. Lower deduction of TDS concept applicable? Yes. What is the procedure? Payee has to make an application to assessing officer. Assessing officer may give the permission on plain paper. That's all. This is the topic. Clear, sir? Chalo. With this, all common points are over. Here only one point only important. Applicable to non-residents also. Now it is time for case laws and special points. These points are important. If you answer these points, then you know more about 192. I will explain each and every point. Please follow. Ready? Chalo. First point. Shall I consider rebate? Yes or no? What is that? Listen. Your income 3 lakh. You don't have any other income. After all, salary income 3 lakh. Up to 2 lakh 50 anyhow exempt. 50,000 taxable. But for you rebate under 87A applicable. I am telling you applicable. But my question, why deducting TDS under section 192, shall I consider the rebate or shall I no need to consider the rebate? Shall I consider or no need? Answer, I need to consider. Yes, consider. Or if I consider no need to deduct TDS, then don't deduct. Okay, na? Next one, relief. Shall I consider or not? Yes. Yes. Relief. Yes. Next, sir. Surcharge. TDS rate inclusive of only rate or rate plus surcharge plus health and educations. Rate plus surcharge plus health and educations because you are salaried employee. Correct? Huh? Very good. Next. Sir, deductions. Wait. Sir, my salary 10 lakhs, sir. My ATC deduction 1.5 lakhs, sir. Net amount 8.5. I need to deduct TDS on 10 or 8.5. Raise your hands. 10 lakh. Answer. Shall I need to consider deductions? Except 80G. I will not consider 80G. Student out. Why? 80G itself a fraud. Serious. I will tell you one real case only for academic purpose and how the society is. I would like to tell you. Take the essence and leave other issue. Okay, useful for you. That is the reason I am sharing with you. In Hyderabad, I used to take classes in Amirpet and Himayat Nagar. One day I came to Himayat Nagar class to take my class, to take the class. Just 5 minutes before, one student and his father came to that place. So he introduced, that person introduced. He said, I am a chartered accountant. I am father of this person. Okay, sir. When two chartered accountants, no, they will discuss how is your practice, what are you doing, practice or Java. If practice, where is the practice, how is the practice under. He told me that, sir, I am doing practice. I am working in Bashirbagh. I have my own office with 3 partners. Like this, he told me. Plus, he told me another point. Sir, we have 3 charitable trusts. We have 3 charitable trusts. Oh, okay. I said, okay. Because I need to go to class. So, bye. So, class 6 to 9 class completed. Then, while going to my home, then I realized he keep on saying, sir, I have 3 charitable trusts. I have 3 charitable trusts. He highlighted the point 1 or 2 times. Then I realized that I should have taken his number. Why? That is a great business. Know what is the business? Suppose this is the Reliance industry. I want to give the bribe. How I can give bribe? Which account, which head we can write? Can I deduct TDS? For that purpose, we need cash, kada. Then what we will do? How I will get the cash? What we will do, we'll give donation to charitable trust. Then I will get 80G deduction. Correct, huh? Wow, great. In newspaper news, so-and-so company has given this much of grand deduction, donation to so-and-so charitable trust. They served so many things for orphans. All these are trash. I given money to the charitable trust, no. I will take 80G deduction, no. That fellow will withdraw the amount, will return to me after taking his commission. Got the point? He will take 1 crore, for example. Generally, market 2% is going on. If I give 100 crore, he will take 2 crore and he will give 98 crore. He will show in his books, I distributed this many bed sheets to poor people, this many slates to poor children. Like this, he will say. Tell me, that is the way every company will do. In between, the middleman is nothing but chartered accountant because he is only the auditor, no? Yes or no? That is the reason. In chartered accountant community, they will ask, do you have any charitable trust? They'll say yes, but limit already over. Some people will say, no, we have one charitable trust where limit is still there. Yes. We used to get phone calls after 2016. Many calls we got in 17 after demonetization. Sir, do you have any trust? Because we need funds. So they will transfer the money. They will claim ADG deduction. What they have to give? Cash. Correct? Huh? How they have cash? They have black money. Yes or no? This is the way they will do. They have loophole by saying that I did serving these many things, these many poor people and all. Correct? Huh? So 80G itself a fraud. But no doubt, genuine cases like you also there. Okay. That is the reason employer will say, Babu, I will consider all deductions except ADG. Then employee replied, Sir, ADG you will not give to me. I will not give. Assessing officer will give. Go and ask. If you file the return, sir, my salary 50 lakh, I paid 30 lakh rupees to ADG, one charitable trust, then they will take care of you. Whether real or fake, that is different story. And tell me, while deducting TDS under 192, shall I need to consider all deductions or not? Yes, except ADG. But in Vijayawada batch, one student asked me, Sir, I filed one return, I consider ADG. Babu, in ADG there are so many sections, contribution to PM relief fund. That kind of deductions anyhow allowed, yeah. Sir, then what is not allowed? Some special donation given to so and so charitable trust. Donation given to Nityananda charitable trust. ADG deduction allowed. Allowed, I am telling you. But Nityananda charitable trust, he started one separate kingdom in some other areas. Kailash. Now my point is, that kind of things I should not consider. Allowed, maybe allowed. Deduction allowed. But for filing TDS returns or for deduction of TDS, shall I consider or not? No. So moral of the story, I can consider all deductions except few ATG. Got the point? PM relief fund, National Children Fund, these kind of things also allowed or not? Yes. Chalo. Next, losses. SSC has house property loss. Shall I consider? Yes. Other losses, shall I consider? SSC has capital loss also. Shall I consider? No. SSC has business loss. Shall I consider? No. SSC has any other losses, other sources losses. Shall I consider? No. House property loss, shall I consider? Yes. Clear? Next. Advance salary. I repeat, advance salary. What is that? Listen. You are my employee. Your salary 1 lakh per month and a total 12 lakh. Clear? But all of a sudden you asked me, sir, my sister marriage, give me 2 months salary as a advance. I said, yes, I have given salary. Total 14 lakh you received. How much is subject to TDS? 12 or 14? Why? Payment basis. So, advance salary is subject to TDS. Only the reason is payment basis. Next. Advance against salary. I repeat, advance against salary. Anybody in the class, what is the answer? Advance against salary. Whether TDS applicable or not applicable. First you should know what is advance against salary. Advance against salary means loan. You will say, sir, my sister marriage. Don't give me advance salary. Give me advance, sir. My doubt, what is the difference? Advance salary means next 2 months salary I will pay now. And that means next 2 months afterwards I will not pay anything. Kada? Advance is not like that. I will give some advance because you are my regular employee. Maybe monthly I will deduct some nominal amount or some amount, agreed amount. Yes or no? Advance against salary is a dash low. So TDS applicable or not applicable? Not applicable. Correct? Yes. Next, madam, you. I am paying pension to you because you are my retired employee. TDS applicable or not? Pension. Yes or no? Yes. Wages. Wages. Yes. You don't want to take monthly. You want to take daily. Yes. Yes, sir. What wrong? Employer-employee relation must be there. Correct? Perquisite. Perks. Allowances. Yes. 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 Kind. Yes. Yes, sir. That's all. Next, climax, case laws. Please follow. Case law number 1. Yeah. One company is there. Lilly Limited. This company paying salary to non-resident for rendering services in India. One fellow did the services in India. In India, he is a non-resident. I am paying salary. I repeat, salary paid to non-resident for doing services in India. TDS applicable or not applicable? That non-resident said, sir, after all I did services in India, sir, but I received salary in America only, therefore not subject to TDS, he said. What do you say? TDS applicable or not applicable? Everyone, pakka applicable. The reason, if you do job in India or if you receive money in India, that is deemed to be accrue and arise in India. That is Indian income. Whenever it is Indian income, it is pakka taxable in the hands of non-resident. Therefore, TDS applicable or not? Come on. Yes. This is the case law. Okay, na? Your last case law, famous case law, exam question. Twice they asked in the exam. ITC Limited. ITC Hotels Limited. Okay, na? Famous case law. In Guntur also ITC hotel is there, 5-star hotel. Yeah, very famous case law. Please follow. Live example. Real case law. Okay na? Chalo. Number 1. ITC is the employer. Okay na? Fine. ITC employer. So let us say one name I want to take. Navya is the employer. Next, what is your name? Preeti is the employee. Okay na? Fine. Our friend Chiru, what is your name? Prabhakar is the customer. Okay, so Prabhakar came to that restaurant. Now Preeti asked, sir, what do you want to have? So Prabhakar is said biryani. So she served the biryani. Biryani food amount, let us say 1 lakh rupees. If I say 1000, mali meeku aa amount మీద doubt వస్తుంది. Better 1 lakh rupees. And now tip also will be given. Okay na? Let us say tip 10,000. Total how much? 1,10,000. What Prabhakar will do? He will give the card. Card ma. Debit or credit card. Now Preeti will take the card to Navya and will ask, ma'am, please deduct 1,10,000. Then Navya will ask, bill 1 lakh hai kada? Ma'am, my tip. So immediately she will deduct. So Preeti will hand over the card and that soap and all they will give to him. మనోళ్ళు తెలుసు కదా ఇండియన్స్ ఏం చేస్తారు, ప్యాకెట్స్ చేస్తారు. సరే, after that Prabhakar leave the organization. Now immediately Preeti will go to Navya's cabin and will ask, ma'am, 10,000. Then Navya will say, Ellu, because I will not give now. Another customer has come, go and serve him. I will give month end time. Okay na? Chalo. So this is the month end. Now it is time for payment of salary. Our salary how much, 5,000 per month. Tip how much, 1 lakh. Tip, so many other customers also. Tip, total how much? 1 lakh 5. Hey, in some hotels this is the live position. In Hyderabad, in some hotels, no salary. Except tip. Anyhow. Now, tax should be deducted or not deducted. Employee is telling, madam, 5,000 after all your salary. 5 into 12 and 60, no TDS. Then Singh have said, no, 1 lakh 5,000 into 12 and almost all 12 lakh 60, TDS applicable. They went to Delhi High Court. Really? Delhi High Court, that's a different High Court. Delhi High Court said, who is paying? Employer. Who is receiving? Employee. The relationship between payer and payee is employer and employee. TDS applicable under section 192. They said like this. Who? Delhi High Court. Really? Immediately, ITC Hotels Limited, they filed a petition in Supreme Court. Now you are the Supreme Court judge. No, tell me what is the answer. TDS applicable or not applicable? I'm not talking about Delhi High Court. That is a different case law. So same case law, again they been to next level, that is called as Supreme Court. Everybody raise your hands. TDS applicable on entire amount. Raise your hands. TDS not applicable on entire amount. Very good. Tell me the reason. Tip is not. They are telling tip is not a salary. Mari enti? Then what? Their employer-employee relationship is there or not there? Not there. Not there. I'm telling you, Preeti is employee of that organization. That is for sure. You can't change that word. She is 100% employee of the organization. She is telling the 1 lakh alone is not come under salary. Then what? Answer correct. What you said is correct. It is not subject to TDS. The reason, there is no employer and employee relationship between for that payment. Reasons you have to specify. Without reason, no marks, even though answer is right, for your information. Reason number 1. Is there any contractual obligation to pay that amount? Suppose this year, no customers. No customers. Tell me, today month end, how much salary she will pay? 5,000. Tip, who will give? Correct? Next one. Some people do, sir, but Navya, she paid 1,05,000 rupees kada. This 1 lakh rupees is a tip kada, means payment of salary kada. No way. That amount paid, that amount first of all kept in fiduciary relation. What is that? I will tell you with one worst example. Follow. Our friend Mr. X, he went to bus stand with a luggage. So he want to go to washroom. You can't take entire luggage and you cannot go to washroom just like that. That is the reason there one good person is there. You will ask the person, please check the luggage. Please keep the luggage with you. I will go and come. So after that, our friend will go and come back. Immediately, this good fellow will hand it over your luggage to you. Tell me immediately, a sing officer will come and, hey, didn't TDS, can you say like that? No. After all, temporary purpose, he hold your luggage with him. Correct? In fiduciary relation, afterwards, he handed over your luggage to you. Correct? There is no such relation called as payer and payee. Yes or no? In the earlier example also, there are two conditions. Number 1, there is no contractual payment. Number 2, that amount is after all hold and return back. That's correct. Therefore, no question of TDS. Correct. Chalo. Next, shall I need to consider exemptions? Yes. Example, LTC exemption, leave travel concession. Shall I need to consider or not? Yes. Rebate? Yes. Deductions? Yes. Except? Very good. Now see the board. TDS, section 192, TDS on payment of salary. Payer, all SC. Payee, individual, being resident and non-resident. Tax rate, average rate of 5, 20, 30. Exemption, 2.535. Time of deduction, payment basis. Time of remittance, government, same day. Non-government, on or 7th of next month. TDS certificate, form number 16. Other information. Here onwards important. Number 1, is it applicable to non-resident? Yes. Is it applicable to all SCs? With respect to payer is concerned? Yes. Now, no payment of salary, no deduction. Relationship between payer and payee must be employer and employee. Now tell me, basic salary subject to TDS? Yes. Allowances, packages, retirement benefit, gratuity? Yes or no? Advance salary, arrears of salary, salary from previous employer. Last time you worked with one organization, they have not paid salary that time. They paid this year. I told you already, TDS is subject to, TDS is applicable on payment basis, no. So present employer, previous employer and future employer. Suppose you selected for another company, they only given advance. Future employer, that is also covered or not? Yes. Pension. But these following are not at all subject to TDS, even though it is salary. Exempted portion? No. Advance against salary? No. Loan? No. Next, we have income from other sources also, or other heads. Possible? Yes. Example I will tell you. Please follow. I will take one simple example. Suppose Preeti is the employer, Navya is the employee. Okay, morning 9 to 5, she is working with her. So for that salary paid, that salary is subject to TDS. Clear? Ah? Now what happened? After 5 o'clock, now Preeti, she wanted to keep Mehendi. For that purpose, she inquired in the here Guntur, what is the way? Urban clap is there? No. Then, okay. So some services she has taken. She made a phone call on just dial. Someone came to her home. Who? Same employee. Then he asked her, "You are my employee, Gada. What are you doing now?" Then, "Ma'am, part-time Mehendi I am doing." For that purpose, she paid extra money 2000 Mehendi purpose. Now tell me, salary is different. This Mehendi services amount different. Entire amount is subject to TDS. Answer no. The reason is for salary payment, employer and employee relation is there. But this other income, employer and employee relation there? No. Correct? Ah? Chalo. Exempted perquisite TDS applicable? No. Exempted allowances TDS applicable? No. Chalo. Next, all of you. Another part. House property loss can I consider? Yes. Other losses can I consider? No. Deductions under 80C to 80O can I consider? Yes. 80G can I consider? No. Other income can I consider? No. No. Other income not required. Yes or no? Asla I don't know also you have other income or not. Correct? Suppose morning 9 to 5 you will work with our organization. 5:30 you will go to home and prepare curry and run curry point. How do I know all the things? Unless otherwise I tasted your curries. Answer, I no need to deduct TDS. Correct? But you are a gentleman. You only came to me and said, sir, I have other income also. Okay, na? Sir, please deduct TDS on that income also. Shall I deduct or not? Yes. So mandatory na optional? Optional. Some employees will not inform to employers. Okay, na? Fine. Anyhow, next one. Rebate shall I consider? Yes. Relief shall I consider? Yes. Exemption shall I consider? Exemption shall I consider? Yes. Donation to CM relief fund, PM relief fund shall I consider? Yes. Okay, na sir? Chalo, that's all. Next, case lasma, case studies. Very, very, very important. Number one, tips collected by hotel from customer and paid to employees shall form part of salary or not form part of salary? No. Therefore, TDS applicable or not? No. Because there is no contractual obligation and employer hold the amount in what capacity? Fiduciary capacity. Without reason, no marks will be awarded. Understood? Another point, another case law. Yeah. Illy, Lilly and Co. India Private Limited, Supreme Court judgment. Tell me, friends, if you pay salary to non-resident for services rendered in India, TDS applicable or not? Yes. 192 applicable to non-resident also? No. Next point. Yeah, this is a special point. 4-5 years back, this amendment has come. Listen, once upon a time, whatever you will say, I will just believe and I will deduct TDS accordingly. But nowadays, no, compulsory I need to take the evidence. I need to take the evidence. Example, your salary 3 lakh. You only told me, sir, I have house property loss. Don't believe just like that. Give me the proof. House property loss is possible only because of bank interest kada. Submit your bank statement. Correct? Number 2, LTC. Sir, you have given LTC, no? Yes. Sir, I been to different places. Show me the proof. Sir, see my Instagram. No. Bills. Give me the bills, evidence. Then only I will deduct accordingly. Correct? For everything there must be a evidence. So, employer will allow the deduction or exemption only if dash submitted by the employees proofs. Once upon a time, not like that. You will give declaration. Sir, I have losses. I have this much of expenditure, signature and give me. Nowadays, no. You have to submit the proofs. Correct? Yes. Important. Chalo. With this, done with the topic. But one more case law is there. Not case law. One more point. Very important point. Very important. Many times they asked in the exam. Please follow. This is somehow different point. The same topic will appear minimum next 3 times. That is the reason. Listen. After that, I will give small break. Okay. Listen. Carefully follow. Perquisites provided by employer to employee. Common sense. Taxable or not taxable? Taxable. TDS applicable or not applicable? Applicable. Applicable. Nothing special. Suppose it is non-monetary perquisites. Come again. Non-monetary perks. Non-monetary other than cash. But here one problem. When I given non-monetary perquisites to employee, it is very difficult to collect the tax. Why? Suppose I am providing lunch. Monetary or non-monetary? Non-monetary. She will not have lunch in my office. She will have only weekly ones. She will have only when non-veg is offered. Now she will take carriage when non-veg is there. Like that. If I want to collect the tax, first girl will complain, sir, how we will collect tax from me because I never had lunch. Okay, na? Then I said, do one thing. I will pay the tax. I will pay the tax. Who? Employer. Tax paid by employer on non-monetary perquisites provided by employer to employee. Repeat. Tax paid by employer on non-monetary perquisites provided by employer to employee. Student doubt, what is this? Simple, Nana. To avoid unnecessary things, voluntarily employer only paid. Some IP student doubt, sir, idinko loss kada. So what? Everything you can't see in the point of money. Correct? For smooth functioning purpose, we will do. I will pay the amount. Correct? Na? Yes. Do you know how many benefits you are getting? 2. One is perquisite plus tax. Correct? Now, again taxable? No. Lawmaker said, no, Baba, not taxable. Hey, employer, you are only paying voluntarily on behalf of employee, kada? But one fine for you. Fine, sir. No deduction allowed in your accounts, in your hands. No deduction. Hey, employee, for you also, no taxable. No tax. For you, it is exempted under section 10 subsection 10 cc. Come again. 10 cc. That's it. So whatever the non-monetary perquisites provided by the employer to employee and employer only paid the tax on behalf of employee on that is not allowed as deduction in the hands of employer and not taxable in the hands of employee. Now ultimate question, TDS applicable or not applicable? No TDS under section 192. Government very happy. Why? They already got the tax. I only paid. No. Employee also very happy because he got the benefit and no need to pay tax. Only problem for employer. I'm ready. I'm ready for that. Okay, and tell me, who paid tax? Employer. On what? Non-monetary purposes. On behalf of whom? Employee. Whether deduction allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Taxable or exempt? Exempt. Under section 10, subsection 10, CC. TDS applicable or not applicable? Answer, no TDS is applicable. See the board, all of you. Tax paid by employer on behalf of employee on non-monetary purposes. First branch, exempted in the hands of employee under section 10 cc. Opposite side, no grossing up is applicable because already boss paid the tax. So exempted under section 10cc. TDS applicable or not applicable? Not applicable. Correct? Chal. You know grossing up? Not agriculture income. What is grossing up? I will tell you. 1 minute. You should know. Final stage kada. Listen. Last point. Not topic. Just one point. Listen. You qualified your CA. You are seeking for job. So my name is MVR. One day I saw your resume and I asked you to join in my company. Suppose Prabhakar is my employee. He asked me, sir, how much salary you will pay? I said 12 lakh. He said, okay, sir, I will do job. So he worked with me for 1 year. So at the end of the month, end of the year, I am giving 12 minus TDS. Let us say TDS 2 lakh. For example, how much I paid? Immediately he said, sir, don't cheat me. Why? Sir, you promised me how much? 12. Give me 12. Hey, Babu, I am giving 12 only. You have tax kada? Sir, I don't know all, sir. I want 10. I want. Now tell me. I said, okay, chalo. I will give 12 lakh. Tax under, I will pay. Then do you know? His salary is not 12 lakh. His salary is maybe 13 point something or 14 lakh. Correct? Why? Whatever the tax I paid on behalf of him, that is also his income. Correct? Then Babu in your return show 14 lakh as a salary. Then is doubt, sir, but you paid 12 lakh kada. That's what tax I remitted to government on behalf of you. That is represented in your PAN number only, no? This is called as grossing up. Added back in your salary or in your account is called as grossing up. Clear? But these kind of grossing up is not applicable with respect to dash non-monetary perquisites. Student doubt, sir, it should apply kada. Yes, but government only given relaxation. Government only said, okay, chalo, exempted under section 10, subsection 10 CC. With this, 100% of this topic is done. Any doubts, you can ask me. Any doubts? Anyone? Chalo, tell me. GST portion subject to TDS? No. Reimbursement of expenditure? No. 192 is applicable for non-resident. Tips are subject to TDS? No. Very good. I have one doubt. Prabhakar came to restaurant, had biryani and paid directly tip amount to Preeti only, ante directly to server. Not to employer, employer to employee. Ille. Directly we paid the amount to server. Then what is the answer? TDS applicable or not applicable? No, na. Okay. Tip amount 3 lakh. Yes or no? Why? Not a salary. No employer and employee relation. Then is it covered under any other section? Other sources. Okay. Other sources, okay. Any other TDS section? Any other TDS section? Answer no. First avoid certain mental blocks. Everyone will think, oh, every payment is subject to TDS. No way. Someone will think every taxable amount is subject to TDS. Still no. That is not covered under 192, not covered under 193, not covered under 194, not covered under another section also. Correct? Chalo. With this, 100% of the salary topic 192 is completed. But I have two small doubts. Part-time employee is subject to TDS under 192. Part-time employee. Regular employee. Yes. Next, foreign employee. Next, illegal employee, illegal business purpose I recruited. Yes or no? Yes. Veerappani recruited some team members for kidnap and smuggling purpose. TDS applicable? Yes. Chalo. Any doubts? Okay. Have small, very small break for 5 minutes.